Ready to go? Let's start it. Tell me when. You're on. It's Laurel Highlands Midget League football time this afternoon from South Union Stadium, the home of the Mustangs. We have the final weekend of the 1989 Midget League season as the Cowboys from Hatfield take on the Steelers from Clark. Well, a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone. I'm John Kazarick, and a real thrill to be bringing you this coverage via tape for today's ball game as Hatfield takes on the Clark Ball Club. And Hatfield, of course, undefeated with a 3-0 record. And with the win here this afternoon, they will clinch the regular season championship. Clark, on the other side of the coin, struggling a bit this season under head coach Bernie Glad. His ball club 0-3, yet in search of win number 1 on the 1989 campaign. Very quickly, let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, for Hatfield, under head coach Jim Wizard Roddy. His assistants are Chase Hawley, Barry Chambers, and Steve Luskin. His ball club, as we said, 3-0 on the season. Starting in the middle, the center, Ralph Talbot, number 55. He's a 5'5", 185-pound seventh grader. The guards are Brad Boscovich, number 72, 5'6", 135, a seventh grader, and Donald Brookman, number 63. He's 5'2", 110, and a sixth grader. The tackles, Tim Mushnock, number 74. He's 5'3", 118, and a seventh grader. Jeff Kazarick, 5'8", 150, a sixth grader. The ends are Jeremy Brain, number 88. He's 5'3", 105, a seventh grader. Brian Chambers and Mark Suchovich, both seventh graders, will alternate at the other tight end. The starting quarterback, a good one, Joey Lucas, 5'4", 105, a seventh grader. The backfield shows Chris Baker. He's 5 even, 100 pounds. Good running back with good speed. Wes Edwards, number 24, 5', 95 pounds, sixth grader. And the third back will be Brian Steele, number 45. He's 5'1", 90 pounds, and a sixth grader. We are set to go as Baker deploys deep to our left. Hatfield is in the white here this afternoon. Clark against Hatfield. The officials, Mr. Gribble, Mr. Kula, and Mr. McCormick. The whistle and the kick is away, headed toward one of the upbacks. Taken straight ahead, coming Joey Lucas across the 40 and out to the 42-yard line where he is wrestled down. Good defensive play on the coverage, and making the play, number 73 for Clark, Kevin Baird. Just underway, first offensive play of the ball game. Good field position to start this drive. Beautiful afternoon. Out over the ball comes Ralph Talbot. Two tight ends, and they send the wing to the right. I formation set behind Lucas. On 1st and 10, the handoff to Baker. He's to the 50. He's on to the 45, to the 42-yard line. A gain of about 15, and a first down. Baker hitting straight up inside. Got good yardage and rips it ahead for the first down to the 42-yard line. Hatfield breaks huddle. Ralph Talbot leads them out. Wheatek checks in. He'll alternate quite a bit also as a wideout. Brain set to the left side. The fake, the second back through. Wes Edwards. Edwards rolls ahead, picks up about 8 or 9 on the play as they untangle at the bottom of the pile, making the stop Ethan Hall. So Wes Edwards on his first carry tonight picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2. Hatfield at the 34-yard line, facing now 2nd down and 2. Brain set to the left side, Chambers to the right. Option handoff goes inside to Baker. He may break it. He's down the left sideline. He's at the 25, 20. It's a foot race to the 15, to the 10, 5. Touchdown. Baker takes it in from 33 yards out on a fine run to the left side. Good run, and Baker takes it in from 33 yards out, and Hatfield goes on top 6-0. Hatfield, of course, will go for the 2. They will not kick the ball for the PAT in Midget League. The up-back set in the full house backfield is Baker, and a quick pop into the middle is incomplete and intercepted in the end zone. Fine defensive play over there by Andy Elentry, so the PAT is no good. Hatfield leads at 6-0. Hatfield leading 6-0, opening minutes of the first quarter. Chris Baker taking it 33 yards, and Hatfield will kick it off. Jeff Kazarick, number 75, will tee it off at the 40-yard line and boot it from there for Hatfield. Standing deep, it'll be Willie Pletcher. Kazarick's kick very high and short, headed to the 35-yard line. One of the upbacks. He comes across the 40, and he'll be drilled by Baker as he gets to the 41-yard line, also on the bottom. For Hatfield making the play. Let's take a quick look. Number 31, Bittner. So it'll be 1st down and 10 now for the Steelers at the 40.5-yard line. Mike Capone is the center. Josh Hall and Gatus the guards. Joshua Grant, Ethan Hall the tackles. Tommy Androsky, number 51, one of the ends, along with number 71, Bob Beatty. Willie Pletcher is your quarterback. The running backs will be Sam Denny, Kevin Baird, and Jimmy Fitzgerald. They break huddle. Now out over the ball comes Willie Pletcher. Moving now to the left side, Randy Kluss. Under center. Moving along the line, and Hatfield penetrates the neutral zone. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. It'll cost him 5 and set up a 1st and 5. Move the ball to the 45-yard line. Shut her down. Arian Burrell, number 82, is in there behind Pletcher. Full house backfield on 1st down. And they're going to option it to the left side, and with that ball comes Andy Elentry, and Elentry is driven down at the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play for Hatfield. Brian Chambers, number 84, one of the men on the stop. So it'll be 2nd down now and 5. Let's set that defensive line for you. The ends will be Kazarik and Lucas. It'll be Boscovich, Mushnock, and Talbot inside. The linebackers in the middle will be Brain and Baker, with Chambers, Edwards, and Brian Steele, along with Mark Suchovich as your deep backs. 2nd down now and 5 at the 45-yard line. First possession here for Clark. Willie Pletcher under center. He's going to option it to the left side, and banging straight ahead, getting some yardage is Sam Denny as they untangle at the bottom of the pile for Hatfield, number 88, one of the men on the stop, middle linebacker Jeremy Brain. Will send Chris Baker to the sideline, number 32. Checking in will be Jason Palermo, a 6th grade linebacker. So it'll be 3rd down and very short. Pletcher under center with the ball. Little confusion on the handoff, and big defensive play. Talbot is one of the men, and also right there beside him, Timmy Mushnock. And they stacked the ball carrier up. I believe it was Elentry, well short. So it'll bring up 4th down and short. Adrian Burrell does the punting, but I would think with the ball sitting yards shy, they're going to go for it. The ball is situated at the 49. They've got to get right to the 50. Sideline. 4th down and 1. Full house backfield. Willie Pletcher has his ball club out. He's got him set. And on a reverse, the ball's on the ground loose, and Talbot, I believe, got on it at the 42. So it'll be Hatfield ball, 1st and 10. Big Ralph Talbot, number 55, a 5'5", 185-pound center and nose tackle with the recovery. So Hatfield in great field position at the 42-yard line. Joey Lucas has him set. Lucas rolling to the right side, looking downfield, has a man open deep. Now he's going to tuck it away. He gets to the 40, down to the 38-yard line, and he's driven out of bounds. Elentry drives him out after a short gain. Second down now, and about 6. The ball inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. They need the 32 for the 1st down. Joey Lucas under center. Brian Steele bangs it straight ahead. He's to the 30-yard line and maybe to the 28, and he's got a Hatfield 1st down. As they untangle, trying to get a read on the number in there for the Clark Ball Club. Big number 84, Ethan Hall, one of the men on the stop. And I think it was Josh Hall, number 21, who was also right there. So it will be 1st and 10. First down and 10 now at the 30-yard line. Hatfield, pitch will go to the right side, 30, and to the 25. Here comes Edwards inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's got a 1st down. Making the stop, number 82, Adrian Burrell. Edwards with an 11-yard pickup, good for the 1st down. It's at the 19, and Hatfield driving again. Talbot out and set. Over the ball. Here comes Lucas. Going to go to the left side. Now he fakes to Steele. Going to throw deep downfield. Pass in and out of the hands of Wietek at the 2-yard line. Fine throw. Young Matt Wietek open at the 2-yard line. Just couldn't quite hang on. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10 now at the 19-yard line. Hatfield leading in the ball game 6-0. Back to throw. We're going to get a flag. Hatfield moved. Lucas cutting at the 20. He's to the 15. He's to the 10 and tripped up across the way. And I believe Sam Denny made the stop, but it's going to come back. Motion call against Hatfield. Down now and 15 yards to go following the 5-yard motion call against Hatfield. Full house backfield. Brain set left. Wheatek right. They're going to pitch. Here comes Edwards. He cuts at the 20, cuts back to the 15. He's to the 10, and he rips his way to the 5-yard line. Good hard running by Wes Edwards as he breaks it down the right side, takes it all the way to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, just inside the 5-yard line. The line comes out. Talbot, Boscovich, Kazarik, Brookman, and Mushnock. It's a good line. The pitch will go to the right side. This looks like Edwards again. He's going to get into the end zone at the hash mark on the right side. Wes Edwards, just inside the pylon, rather, on the right side, takes it in for the touchdown, and Hatfield goes on top now by the count of 12-0. Field will go for the PAT now. They come out and set, full house backfield, 2 tight ends, a wishbone set, and they'll go to the left side. Brian Steele needs some blocking. He cuts at the 5. He's going to turn for the flag, and he gets in, but I think we're going to get a flag here that may nullify it, a clip against Hatfield. Big penalty. Back following the 15-yarder, the PAT by Brian Steele. He got into the end zone. It was nullified. They move it back to the 19. They'll go from there. Brain will be the guy to keep your eye out on here. Lucas will pitch it, and here comes Brain on a sweep to the right side. Cuts up at the 20. He's to the 15. He'll not get in. Stopped at the 11-yard line. Good defensive play, and making the play over there for Clark, I believe it's number 82, Aaron Burrell. So the PAT is no good. Hatfield 12 and Clark nothing. Tees it up, hits a line drive. It's going to be headed straight upfield. It'll be picked up by Jimmy Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald comes to the right side, and down he goes. Good coverage. Matt Wheatek on the stop got Fitzgerald as he got to the 34-yard line. So it'll be Steeler ball, 1st down and 10 at the 34. We've come to the end of the first quarter, and Hatfield leading by the score of 12-0. We'll be back. Second quarter activity comes up right after this brief timeout. With the football now, as we start the second quarter, comes Clark. Willie Pletcher out and set. He's got Arian Burrell in behind him. He's the fullback in the eye. And the handoff will go to the left side, and very short yardage. I think it was Sam Denny on the carry. And Lucas, right side defensive end, and it was Denny on the stop. Also over there for Hatfield, Brad Boscovich, fine strong side tackle. He makes the hit. In the middle, it's Talbot, Boscovich, and Mushnock, the 3 down linemen, the defensive stand-up ends, Kazarik and Joey Lucas. The linebackers are Baker, Brain, and Wes Edwards right now, the corner on the left side. We'll set the rest of it for you here shortly. 2nd down now and 8. Pletcher rolling to the right side. Joey Lucas in pursuit, and they'll get him, and a loss on the play. Fine play by Lucas. He gets to Pletcher, unassisted tackle, and drops him for a 5-yard loss. Over the ball comes Mike Gabone, the center, just a young 5th grader. And they keep the 2 tight ends, now send a split back as a flanker to the right side. Pletcher under center. Let's see if he puts it up. And they're going to fake the reverse, and with the football and a big hit as they untangle. I think it was Wes Edwards who lowered the boom. Fine defensive play, and he'll stop the ball carrier well shy of any kind of gain. Will bring up 4th and long. Doing the punting is Sam Denny, number 32. Brain is back deep, and he's got 3 up men in front of him. Here's the snap. The line of scrimmage is the 45. Fine kick, line drive. Baker will field it and get it on the bounce. He comes to the 40, 35, cuts back up in field, and he's finally going to be drilled as he gets to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Hatfield, second quarter action. They lead 12-0. First down and 10, clock running. Opening couple of minutes of the second quarter. Hatfield on top 12-0. Joey Lucas out and set, has a full house backfield in behind him. They're going to pitch to the left side. Brian Steele cuts it to 35, dips inside, moves out to the 40, cuts it back, and it'll be dropped as he gets to the 25-yard line, rather. Fine gain, picking up about 8. And on the stop, number 51, Tommy Androsky. Second down. Just about 2 to go. The ball's on the hash mark left. Sideline left, wide field to the right side. And again, a pure full house wishbone set. And they'll roll to the right side, wanting to throw, to pass in the flat. Diving effort as Lucas had pressure coming. Good defensive surge by Rob Beatty. And the intended receiver in the right flat, number 84, Brian Chambers. It's incomplete. Wizard Roddy out on the field along with Chase Holly, and their fine young quarterback Joey Lucas shaking up on the play. He's going to be okay. He comes to the sideline. May have gotten an ankle or a knee in there right now. It's Matt Wietek. Wietek will roll to the right side. The little guy turns it upfield, cuts very nicely, and he's going to get the first down, and he is body slammed to the ground. Good defensive play by Andy Elentry, but let's take a look at it, and Wietek gets ahead for close to 5 and another Hatfield first down. The indication from the officials down below. So with 4 minutes remaining in the half, 12-0 ball game. Matt Wietek, the 4'10", 80-pound fifth grader, did a fine job in getting the first down. Lucas checks back in right now. 1st and 10. And the fake, Lucas cuts it up. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. On the bootleg, he's at the 10 to the 5, and he is down. No indication from the officials yet. I don't believe he got in. They're going to spot it inside the 5. Now, okay, they indicate first down, so it'll be 1st and goal, I think, near the 1 or 2 yard line. Joey Lucas getting as close as he could to getting in without actually getting in. And inside of 3 minutes and counting now. Lucas, quarterback sneak. This one should be there, and he is. Touchdown, 18-0 Hatfield. PAT up and coming. Okay, they're going to go for 2, as always in this league. Joey Lucas showing no ill effects from the injury a few minutes ago, and a handoff straight up the gut. And I think it's Brian Steele, number 45, and indeed it is. So Brian Steele on a little halfback dive just hit it right off the right side, goes in for the 2-point conversion. Hatfield leads it 20-0. Hatfield will kick it off, and I think with the second unit out there right now, Chris Baker will kick it, and his kick is very high and a driving kick, and the return man, number 31, Andy Elentry, went to his knee and touched the ground at the 30, so he had some running room, but he slipped, and at the 29-yard line, he'll have it 1st down and 10. Okay, we're going to have some fun now. The Hatfield second unit is in, and little confusion offensively for Clark, and they take a charge timeout. So there's timeout on the field. Under 2 minutes to go, I would estimate, here in the second quarter. It's all Hatfield. They lead it 20-0. Okay, as we look down there for Hatfield very quickly, Randy Kluss, number 21, is going to be on one of the corners. The left side defensive end, Dan Pokratsky, number 51, inside of him. We've got Billy Fabry, number 83. A lot of good athletes out here on both ball clubs. Fletcher is out and set on 1st down. He's going to option, and a handoff goes to Denny, and he rips it ahead and gets a couple of tough yards. Good hard running. Let's see who makes the stop. One of the gentlemen, young gentlemen rather, at the bottom of the pile for Hatfield very quickly, Derek Pokratsky, a 5th grader on the stop. So it'll be 2nd down and about 6. Second down now and 6. Willie Fletcher, the quarterback, trying to get his ball club into the end zone here before the end of the half. And they're going to run a reverse. With it comes number 31. He's got some running room, Andy Elentry. He's to the 50. It'll be a foot race, 45-40, 35-30, cuts back, and a touchdown-saving tackle. And I think it was number 70, Derek Prokratsky, on the stop. I think out here, it's a little tough to read the numbers. That may well have been number 10, Matt Witek, on the touchdown-saving tackle. It looked like a 70 initially, but that well could have been number 10. Witek, of course, fine young little athlete, outstanding baseball player out in the Hark League the past couple of summers. So it'll be first down and 10 following the big run by Elentry. It's at the 26-yard line. They're going to run the reverse, and they're going to fake. The handoff will go back up inside to Burrell, and he's got good, tough yardage as he bangs ahead. And he'll get close to the first down, and there's going to be timeout. Making the stop, well, I don't know if that's a 62 or an 82 reach. Let's take a look down there very quickly. That's either Jared Sabatine or Mark Suchevich. I don't think it's Mark. Mark, of course, a starter on the offensive first unit. Timeout on the field, second and short, 20-0, Hatfield late in the second quarter. Ready? No, they're not ready. Second down, very short to go now. Willie Pletcher has his ball club out and set. They are inside of the 17, near the 16-yard line. Short yardage, and the handoff goes straight ahead. Sam Denny inside the 5, and he's got yardage good enough for the first down. Well, I tell you, still tough to read on the number down there for Hatfield. Still, was it 57, Reach? Okay, looks like 57. And we don't have a 57 listed, but it might have been 51, Dan Prokratsky, and making the stop. So it'll be first and goal inside the 5. Pletcher has his ball club out. He's got him set, and they're going to run a reverse to the left side. This will be a touchdown, but it may come back. Going in, standing up, is Kevin Baird, number 73, but the linesman tossed the flag. This one may... Okay. Ready? Okay, the penalty was against Hatfield, and I think it might have been illegal participation, so may have had 12 men out on the field. I'm not sure. As it is, the touchdown stands. Baird taking it in from the 5-yard line, and the score will go now to 20-6. They're going to try for the 2. Handoff on a reverse. Here comes Elentry, cutting at the 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and he's in. Elentry gets in for the 2. It's 20-8 near the end of the half. Okay, as we come back, 20-8 following the touchdown run of Kevin Baird right near the end of the half. Can't be more than a few seconds left out there. We had the 4-minute warning quite a while back, and the Clark Ball Club has gotten back into this on the fine 5-yard run by Kevin Baird. Elentry on the sweep to the left side. Andy getting it in for the 2-point conversion, and it's a 20-8 score now. And Hatfield will send, it looks like Baker, I think Edwards, and Brain, the 3 deep, standing near the 30-yard line. Teeing it up, number 82, Arian Burrell. And the left footer hits it short. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. I think that's Chambers coming across the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. Still on his feet. Needs a block. He cuts at the 40. He's at the 35. Reverses and gets inside the 30-yard line. A fine return. One of the up men on the coverage, Brian Chambers, a 7th grader, a 5'5", 105-pounder, returns it to the 30, and Hatfield, with that good passing attack, can go to the air and maybe get a quick touch here. And on that return, we've come to the end of the first half of action, and the Hatfield Cowboys on top of the Clark Steelers. At the half, it's 20-0. Excuse me, we'll correct that, Mr. Hahn. Thank you, sir. It's actually 20-8 as Kevin Baird's touchdown in the closing seconds. So it's Hatfield 20 and Clark 8.
You're on, sir.
Okay, very quickly, the scoring play highlights of the first half. Chris Baker got the first touchdown for Hatfield in the first quarter early on their first possession, a 33-yard run, 2-point conversion, no good. A 5-yard run later in the opening quarter by Wes Edwards for the touchdown. Again, the PAT was no good. Brian Steele did get in for the 2 points, but a clip nullified it. They tried a run with a reverse with young Jeremy Brain. He was stopped well shy of the goal line, and it was a 12-0. Then in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes to go, Joey Lucas, after a fine long run to the 1-yard line after he was injured on a play earlier, comes back, takes it 1 yard for the touchdown. Brian Steele, straight off right guard on a dive for the 2-point conversion, made it 20-0. And then with about 10 seconds remaining in the half, Kevin Baird scores for Clark on a 5-yard run. Alentry added the 2-point conversion. 20-8 the score as we start the third quarter of action. Jeff Kazarek will tee it up. Hatfield will be moving right to left. The kick is very high and a deep kick, and it's going to bound deep. Fielded by number 82, Arian Burrell, and he'll reverse and go to the right side. Some good blocks in front of him, and down he goes. Good coverage. Scott Brain, number 50, on the coverage team, downfield on the play to make the stop. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Clark at the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10 now at the 33. 20-8 ball game, just opening minutes of the third quarter. Hatfield on top. William Pletcher has his backfield set, and they're going to run a little counter. Coming to the left side is Andy Alentry. They'll string it out, and down he goes. Good defensive play by Chambers. He is over there, and good pursuit likewise from Timmy Mushnock, number 74. Good defensive play. Brian Chambers having a fine ball game here, and Mushnock also with an assist, so it'll be no gain, 2nd down and 10. As we come back, 2nd down now and 10. William Pletcher, the quarterback, number 11. Full house backfield set in behind him. And they're going to go to the left side, and a good defensive job. Mushnock, I believe, standing there waiting to make the stop. And joining him on the assist is, let's take a look down there. I think it was Ralph Talbot also in there on the stop. And a short gain on the play as they hit into the left side, brings up 3rd down and about 8. 3rd down and 8, passing situation. They have not, however, put it up yet. They'd like to run the reverses and go outside on long yardage situations. And they're going to pitch it. Here comes Burrell to the right side, and he is drilled. Good defensive play. Let's get the number, the little torpedo that come up and got him. I think it might have been Wes Edwards, number 24, with a fine defensive play. The outside corner came up, and a good, solid tackle. So that brings up 4th down and 12. They'll kick it away. Brain will stand as the deep man back near midfield. Clock is running, and getting into the action late, getting the 11th man on the team for the Steelers. So here's the kick coming, and I think it's Denny doing the punting. Let's see if we can get the number. I think it's Sam Denny. And the kick is a line drive, headed upfield, short bounce taken on the hop by Mark Suchovich. He's down the sideline and collared as he's driven out of bounds at the 35. So Hatfield has it 1st and 10. First down and 10 now for Hatfield. Inside of the 35-yard line, Joey Lucas. And here comes the reverse to Brain. Gets a block, and he is going to be drilled for a loss. Fine defensive play, hanging on for dear life, drilling Brain for a huge loss. Good defensive play by Bob Beatty, number 71. Fine play. Big Bob Beatty, he's a 7th grader, and he drills him for about a 7 or 8 yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 17. Long yardage situation with Joey Lucas hooking up all year long with Jeremy Brain. Hatfield has, without a doubt, the best passing attack in this league. Rolling to his left under pressure. He gets it upfield, and Brain can't hang on. Near the 30-yard line, it falls incomplete. Good pressure coming, however, as they hustled defensively and hurried Lucas. Got it. Third down now, and about 18 yards to go. And the inside reverse, and it's faked. Here comes Baker. 40, 35, cuts it to 30. On his feet to the 25, down to the 21-yard line, and I believe he's got a first down. Pickup of about 19, and as they reset the chains, indeed, first down and 10. They faked it on the reverse that time, and Baker got it all the way inside the 25 to the 21, first down and 10. Still they're playing? Boy, they're big. First down, no, okay, first and 10. They reset the down marker, back to throw. Lucas under pressure, and down he goes. Number 32 coming hard, Sam Denny, I believe, makes the stop. Boy, it's tough to get a read on some of the numbers down there, but that was a huge play. Thanks, Reg. It was 32. Sam Denny on the stop. Loss of close to 9, second and 19. Second down now in 19. Out over the ball comes Ralph Talbot, number 12, Joey Lucas, under center. And he's straight back under a lot of backside pressure. Sets up the screen. Here's Baker, 35-30, 25, cuts at the 20, on down to the 15, and he's going to be very close to the first down. They needed 19, and they threw the little screen out in front, leading the convoy for Hatfield, doing a fine job downfield blocking. Number 72, Brad Boscovich, he led the charge downfield, and they needed 19. They got 18, so it'll be third and short. Here. That's happened, I'm sure. Third down and short. Hatfield knocking again. They are at the 12-yard line. Handoff straight up the gut. Here comes Baker. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. And he is in, standing up. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Got a big hole off the right side. Good blocking by the guards. Brad Boscovich, Donald Brookman, and number 55, Ralph Talbot, the center. They set it up, and there was a big hole, and Chris goes in, standing up for the touchdown, and that'll make it now a 26-8 ball game. They will go for 2. Take a look at those linemen up there. They are tough. The key. Under center, here comes Lucas, and he's going to roll right. Man open in the corner. He's firing deep, and diving effort by Chambers just off his fingertips. It's no good, and Hatfield now leads 26-8. How long was that? I think it's Baker who will kick it off. The second unit going to be out there very shortly for the Hatfield Ball Club. Baker's kick is a little spinner, and it's going to be fielded by one of the up men, and his knee touches at the 35-yard line. And I think it might have been a Lentry, number 31. It'll be first down and 10 now for the Steelers, and it'll be at the 35. Clark Ball Club. They trail here in this contest right now by the count of 26-8. And I believe we're in the closing 3 or 4 minutes of this third quarter of action. It's been all Hatfield. Second unit out there right now defensively. They're going to run a reverse, and they're going to fake it. Jimmy Fitzgerald is going to take it up the right side, and good penetration. I think it was Scott Brain, number 50, who disrupted the flow. He did not necessarily make the tackle, but got in there to upset it, and loss on the play of a couple. Defensively, number 80, Doug Stewart, is checked in also. Yeah. Here we go, second down now, and about 12. Clark with the football. Willie Pletcher under center. And the handoff goes straight ahead, and I think it's Denny, Sam Denny on the carry. It'll be third down. Let's get the numbers on the tackle for Hatfield. As we look down there with the aid of the glasses now, number 41, Michael Bittner, and Scott Brain, number 50, again on the stop. So this brings up third and about 8.5, close to 9. Closing minutes of the third quarter. Hatfield on top. William Pletcher has a full house backfield on 3rd and 9. And here comes the handoff. Running with that football is Baird in pursuit. Mookie John can't get him, and he will be down the sideline, driven out of bounds, and across the way. A good gain on the play. The tackle again by Trevor Hall, I believe, number 60, and touchdown saving tackle. So that'll be a big gain beyond midfield to the 40-yard line, and I believe that's the end of the quarter. So there's timeout on the field. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Hatfield on top by the count of 26-8. Fourth quarter action up and coming. Ready? First down and 10 now for Clark at the 40-yard line. They trail 26-8. Pletcher on a reverse, gives it off to Elentry. He cuts at the 40, turns upfield. He's to the 35, and down he goes. A host of white shirts over there to drill him as he picks up some yardage. And as they move away from the football, one of the gentlemen down there, number 83, Bill Fabry. So it'll be a gain of about 5. Second down now and 5. We are just into the fourth quarter. Checking in for Hatfield. Here comes number 42, Mike Houck. And coming to the sidelines, Matt Wietek, number 10. He's going to be a good one. Just a young 5th grader. Handoff will go straight ahead to Burrell, and he is stacked. Clark facing 3rd and about 5 now. Second unit defense out there for Hatfield. Pletcher has his ball club set. Full house backfield at the 35. They need it to the 30. And Pletcher loses the ball and then pulls it back. He cuts up ahead. He's inside the 25, down the 20. One man to beat. He's to the 15. He's to the 10, 5, and he's got a touchdown. Great individual effort by Willie Pletcher on what appeared to be a busted play. They misconnected on the handoff, and Pletcher came out of there, broke several tackles, went down the sideline, 35 yards for the touchdown.
Okay, John.
Following that brilliant run by Pletcher, Clark, of course, will go for the 2, spotted at the 3. Pletcher, and the handoff straight ahead for the 2-point conversion, and it's now a 26-16 ball game. We'll be back following this. The kickoff coming is going to be very high and very short. It'll bound at the 35, picked up by Baker. He's at the 40, loses his footing. 45, still on his feet. He's to midfield, and that's as far as he's going to go. Good effort by Chris Baker. Tough little runner. Good blocking. Ralph Talbot out in front. And a good job defensively. I think it was number 51, Thomas Androsky, on the stop. So it'll be first down and 10 at the 48 for Hatfield. First unit back out there offensively for Hatfield. And Joey Lucas, I believe, under center. We'll double check it here shortly. The handoff will go to the right side on the reverse. Here's Brain cutting at the 50. He's at the 45, still on his feet, breaks it back. Middle of the field, he may go. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Jeremy Brain on the reverse to the right side. Broke a tackle and then cut back into the middle of the field, and it was all she wrote. And when he got to the 30, he turned it on and goes in standing up for the touchdown. Going for 2 now. Hatfield with the ball set at the 3. Lucas, option to the right side, is going to air it out, fires into the end zone, complete. And I think he got Chambers. Number 84 made the catch, and the 2-point conversion is good. Brian Chambers, the 7th grader who plays a lot of defensive back and wide receiver, makes the catch in the end zone. So Hatfield with the 2-point conversion. Well, Hutchison. Where at? Huh?
No,
What do you got?
a private school,
Oh.
Chestnut Ridge Academy.
Oh.
The old boy.
Okay. Ready with the kickoff. Second unit out there again, and Baker's kick is a good one. Fielded, I think that's a entry. He's coming up the left side of the 40, and down he goes. Great defensive play. Let's get a number there. I think it was number 21. Reed, stay with me on the camera. We can isolate in. That was a fine tackle. I wish the young man would turn around. I'll tell you, that was a fine defensive play, and it was Randy Kluss. One-on-one. Fifth grader makes the stop, and there, I believe, is the 4-minute warning. I believe the officials indicating to both benches 4 minutes, and indeed it is. Talked with the officials before the game, and they indicated that they would motion up toward us, and they're doing a fine job. Mr. Gribble, Mr. Kula, and Mr. McCormick. So with the football, Clark would love to get another score on the board. Fletcher, who scored on a big one on their last possession, is out and set, and they'll slip it off inside, and the ball carrier slips and goes down on his own. I think it was number 73, Kevin Baird. No gain. Extend special thanks to Mr. Reed Hahn, who helped us out. In fact, did everything with us here this afternoon. Vote of thanks, as always, to a very cooperative gentleman. On the reverse, they go to the right side. Here comes Arian Burrell, and he's going to go down. And up there again is Kluss to make the stop. And as they untangle at the bottom, also there for Hatfield. Take a quick look on our chart. Number 51, Dan Prokratsky, and I think Doug Stewart may have also been there. So it'll be a gain of a couple. Let's call it third down now and about 8. I think under 3 minutes to go now. We just think we heard 2:30 from one of the officials. So Willie Fletcher's ball club trying to get on the board for the third time. They're going to run the reverse. Here's Andy Elentry. He's cutting it. He's got some room upfield. Cuts back and breaks a tackle. But there, again, Mark John, number 20. Mookie, up from the secondary, makes the stop after a short gain. When that play broke, it looked as if Elentry had some running room. Inside at 2 remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. It's all Hatfield. They lead at 34-16. William Fletcher under center with his ball club. And the handoff goes straight up the middle to Sam Denny, and he's got the first down. He rips it straight ahead. Good hard running. Denny moves it beyond midfield to the 45-yard line, and Coach Wizard Roddy got the opportunity to play his entire squad right now. Third unit people out there. This is good experience for his second and third unit. They've had an opportunity to play an awful lot here. The rule, of course, in this league, once you get up 3 touchdowns, you've got to substitute, and Hatfield has had the opportunity here this afternoon to play an awful lot of people. Fletcher with his ball club out and set at the 45-yard line. They're going to run the reverse off the fake. With it comes Arian Burrell. He's going to go. It's Jimmy Fitzgerald, rather. 40. Cuts it to 25 and be driven down right there. Fine defensive play as a host of Hatfield ball players. Let's try and get the numbers. We got 61, so in the area. Number 61, Honsacker out there for Hatfield. He's a 6th grader. 1 minute to go is the call from down below. So it is at the 24-yard line. Like to see Clark get in one more time. Make the kids feel real good about themselves with that ball. Fletcher is out. He is set. And the handoff will go to the left side to Baird. He's got some blocking. He cuts it upfield, and he'll take it all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take a timeout. Timeout on the field with the score 34-16 in favor of Hatfield. .30 seconds. First down and 10 from inside the 14-yard line. Under 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Willie Fletcher's ball club moving left to right. Here's a handoff to Sam Denny, and he roars straight ahead. And he is gang tackled inside the 10 near the 6-yard line. I want to say special thanks right now to Bernie Glad, current president of this league, who's been with the program 10 years. He helped us a lot with player identification for Clark And also, of course, want to thank Wizard Roddy and Chase Hawley in particular for all the help they gave us from Hatfield. Turning the left side, Elentry to the 5, and he'll go in standing up. So Andy Elentry, on what may turn out to be one of the last plays of the ball game, gets his second touchdown. And Hatfield sees that lead cut now to 34-22. Andy Elentry with the touchdown run. What was it, about 7 yards? I didn't even...
Every bit of it.
Yeah, we'll give him 8. Going for 2. Fletcher's ball club is out and set. They lose the ball. It's on the ground, picked up by Jimmy Fitzgerald. He may get to the corner. He turns and does get in. Fine effort. Jimmy Fitzgerald gets in for 2, and that will make the score now 34-24 in favor of Hatfield. I think that's good. Here, you want to talk?
No way.
Trying to get some help here for the last minute or so. But an uncooperative wife over here to my right.
Are you saying money?
It's on the tape. Trying to get her to do the last couple of plays. She doesn't know. She didn't know it was on tape. This microphone is open and working. Here's the kickoff. It's short and fielded by one of the up men. This might be Kluss. He comes out of there and he'll go up to midfield, and he is drilled, and a flag comes in. Randy Kluss has played extremely well here. Young 5th grader getting some playing time, made some fine tackles, and a kickoff return, a personal foul face mask, and Hatfield will have it at the 35-yard line, and they'll whistle it ready, and the clock will run. And I think they may not get this one off. The linesman looking in at his clock. He's the official timer here. The T comes to the sideline, so let's see what we got out there for Hatfield right now. It's Wietek at the quarterback spot and trying to get that 10th or 11th man on the field, and very successfully with that. Billy Fabry gets on, but the game comes to an end. Hatfield wins it by the count of 34-24 very quickly. Scoring highlights, Hatfield got the first touchdown of the game on their first possession. Chris Baker, 33 yards on a scamper for the touchdown. The PAT was no good. Hatfield scored later on a 5-yard run by Wes Edwards in the second quarter. Made it a 12-0 ball game. That was the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Joey Lucas, a 1-yard run after he had rumbled down the sideline to the 1-yard line on the previous play. He got in at about the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Brian Steele with the PAT made it a 20-0 ball game. Kevin Baird near the end of the half went 5 yards for Clark. Elentry on the 2-point run made it 20-8 at the half. And then in the second half, a couple of touchdowns for Hatfield. Chris Baker, a 16-yard gallop in the third quarter. The PAT was no good. Later on a reverse. Jeremy Brain, 51 yards for a touchdown, and the pass from Lucas to Chambers for the PAT. 2 touchdowns in the second half for Clark. Willie Fletcher on a beautiful 35-yard run, and Andy Elentry on an 8-yard run just before the end of the ball game. And Jimmy Fitzgerald scored a 2-point conversion following that last touchdown. So the final score, Hatfield wins at 34-24. They lock up the championship. Will move into the playoffs as the number 1 seeded team, undefeated on the year, the regular season championship for the Hatfield Ball Club. And the Cowboys, I believe now, have won their 4th title under Coach Jim Wizard Roddy. They won in 77, in 85, and of course last year. So 3 league championships in 17 years for Wizard Roddy. Congratulations to Hatfield. Also, again, congratulations to the Clark Ball Club. Played a very game effort here this afternoon. Thanks a lot to Bernie Glad for his cooperation. His assistant coaches, Rob Kazmarski, Stephen Kazmarski, and Mike Capone. Hope you enjoyed it. For the final time, the final score, Hatfield going into the playoffs undefeated as they defeat Clark 34-24. Thanks again to Reach Hahn for all of his help. On camera. He's filming you right now. Good game. Midget League football time this evening from South Union Stadium, the home of the Mustangs. It's the 1989 Laurel Highlands Midget League playoff game between the Hatfield Cowboys and Hutchinson Chiefs. Well, hi again, everyone. I'm John Kazarek, and welcome to tonight's ball game. First round playoff action involving the Hatfield Ball Club, undefeated, the regular season champs, and they will be taking on Hutchinson, who they defeated earlier in the year, 32-14. The winner of this ball game will advance to the finals, where they will take on Marshall next Sunday. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineups. First of all, for Hatfield, in the middle, it'll be Ralph Talbot, number 55. He's a 5'5", 185-pound seventh grader. He's the starting center. The guards, number 72, Brad Boscovich, 5'6", 135, a seventh grader. Donald Brookman is your right guard. He's 5'2", 110. He's a sixth grader. The tackles, they're good ones. Timmy Mushnock, number 74, a lot of size, 5'3", 125, a seventh grader. Jeff Kazarek, 5'8", 150. He's a sixth grader, number 75. The ends, number 82, Mark Suchovich. He's a 5', 90-pound seventh grader. And Brian Chambers, 5'5", 105. He's a seventh grader, number 84. And the split end will be Jeremy Brain. He's number 88, 5'3", 105. He's a seventh grader. Starting quarterback, an excellent QB, Joey Lucas, 5'1", 103, a seventh grader, number 12. Your starting backs are Chris Baker. He's a sixth grader, 105-pounder, number 33. Wes Edwards, a 5', 95-pound sixth grader, number 24. And Brian Steele, number 45, 5'1", 95-pound sixth grader. Hatfield has won the toss. They will receive, and standing center deep, it'll be Baker with Brain, I believe, standing at the 30-yard line. Hutchinson with the whistle. They will tee it, and I believe teeing it up is number 51, Ben Kennedy. The kick is a short one, taken by Brain. He comes to the 40, looks for room. He's to the 45. He's out near the 48-yard line, where he is cut down. Fine tackle by number 21, Roberto Franks. So Hatfield will put it in play. First down and 10 now at the 48-yard line, just underway. Playoff action here this evening. Glad to be with you. And taking a quick look again at that Hatfield offensive lineup. In the backfield, it'll be Lucas, Edwards, Baker, and Steele. It'll be a full house wishbone set as they come out. Baker is the fullback, set in behind Joey Lucas on 1st and 10 from the 48. Handoff goes straight ahead. Here's Baker across midfield on his feet, and he roars to the 46-yard line. Fine play. Baker picking up about 6 or 7 on the play. On the tackle, John Torbich, number 83. So a gain of about 5. Let's call it now second down and 5. 7 minutes on a running clock here. Barry Rosner doing the honors here tonight with the scoreboard and the clock. And out they come. To the left side goes Brian Chambers, number 84. Brain will set up as the other split end. Full house set. Wishbone. Handoff this time to Edwards. Pass and blocking. Turns upfield. He will be close to the first down as he gets to the 41-yard line. Wes Edwards needed 5. Got about 7 or 8, and he has the first down. Number 21, Roberto Franks, again on the stop. Good blocking up front by the line that time. As we told you, it'll be Talbot, Boscovich, Brookman, Mushnock, and Kazarek, the interior linemen. Your ends will be Chambers, Brain, and Suchovich. First down and 10 now at the 41-yard line. Hatfield moving. Lucas has him out. He's got him set. And he's going to go straight back to throw. Sets up and pulls it down. He's going to try and scramble, and down he's going to go. He'll be dropped for a big loss of about 6 or 7. And again, Roberto Franks comes up to make the hit. It'll be a loss of about 6. He'll bring up second down now and about 16 yards to go. Franks, outstanding offensive back, also doing a super job here defensively. He is the key to the entire offensive scheme here for the Hutchinson Chiefs. 5:55 to go. On the left corner, I believe Chris Beener will be one of the backers, number 43. And he, along with Roberto Franks and I think Curate, the 3 backers behind that 5-man front, will be the keys to the defense. Now they got a wing, step to the left side. They're going to pitch to the left side. Here's Baker trying to sweep. And Baker is across the 40, still on his feet, I believe driven out of bounds. And picking up close to 9 on the play. And again across the way, Roberto Franks on the stop. So this is a key down right now. Third down, we'll call it 7. 5.5 to go. We are in the opening quarter, still no score. The ball is at the 43. Talbot
leads them out over the football. Brain is your wing, set to the right side. Here's the reverse. Fake. Baker tries to turn it upfield, has some running room. Baker on his feet. He's in the 30, 25, 20. It's a foot race down the sideline. He's to the 10, 5, touchdown. Baker on the fake reverse takes it 38 yards, and Hatfield is on the board with the first touchdown of the ball game. Chris Baker, along with Roberto Franks, the touchdown leaders in this league this year. 38 yards on the reverse fake. They set Brain out to the right side. Fake the reverse to him. The flow went the opposite way. Baker made one cut and then high-stepped it down the sideline and won the foot race easily to the corner, and Hatfield is quickly on the board. Their first possession, they take it for the score, and the Cowboys jump out on top by the count of 6-0. Talbot leads them out. They'll go for 2. Under center, Lucas. Full house setting behind, and the pitch will go to the right side, turning it up inside for the score. I believe that's Brain. Let's take a look. Number 88, they line him up as a tailback, and Brain gets in for the 2. It's 8-0. Hatfield on top, 5:21 to go. And Jeff Kazarek will tee it up. Roberto Franks standing deep along with Diener near the 20. Kazarek approaches it and hits a shot. This one will skip over Franks' head inside the 15-yard line. Roberto will track it down there, come straight up the middle, and he'll go to the right side, has some running room to the corner, and Wheatak will make the stop. Fine play by young Matt Wheatak across the way. He makes the stop on Roberto Franks on a fine return as he takes it from the 15 out near the 28-yard line. So we first down and 10 now. Hutchison has the ball. The Chiefs in the solid red with the white pants, white helmets, and white numerals here tonight. And we'll set that starting lineup here very quickly for you when we get a break. Mike Littman is your quarterback. Frank, Stevenson, and Diener are the setbacks. They come out now, split backs. Franks set in behind Littman. And the handoff will go to Franks, and he bangs it straight up the head. Gets coupled before he is stopped. Joey Lucas on the right side makes the hit. Taking a quick look, the starting lineup, we've got Aaron Paul, number 85, at one of the ends. The other end will be Brian Turek, number 40. The tackles, number 80, Bobby Olick, number 70, Robbie Bielko, John Mamula, number 71, and Kevin Olick, number 64. The guards, Ben Kennedy, number 51, is your starting center. Littman, Frank, Stevenson, and Diener, your backs. So it'll be second down now and about 7. The ball is at the 31-yard line. Littman's got him out, got him set. Split backs, and again, it's Franks, and again he is drilled. Gets the line of scrimmage, and that might be all as they untangle. There's Baker. He really stuck him. Number 33 makes the hit, and he got some help from number 72, Brad Boscovich. Brings up third down now and about 7. Boy, tough to get a read on some of these numbers. Checking in for Hutchison right now. I don't know if that was a 71 or 11. Might be 71, John Mamula. We'll wait and see. Third down, about 7. The ball is at the 31-yard line. They've got to get it out near the 38.5. Littman on a pitch. Will get it outside, and Franks is run down by Kazarek on a fine hit. He collars him at the 35. Fine tackle. Baker also there as they track him down and preventing from getting the corner. Fine defensive play. Kazarek and Baker combining on the hit. That brings up fourth down now and about 4. Let's see if they elect to go for it. And the indication from the official is that I believe they're going to punt it. And now they shift. No, they're going to go for it. Let's look and see. No, they're going to kick it. There is no rush, of course. And here's the kick. And I believe Brain is back. Very high and very short. Brain will field it at the midfield stripe. Comes to the right. Looks for the corner. Nice cut. He's to the 45. Still on his feet to the 40. And down he goes. Fine defensive tackle by Robbie Bielko. So Brain on the return of about 13. And that will bring up Hatfield's second possession. First down and 10. Let's spot it at the 37-yard line. So about a 13-yard return for Brain. 2:24 on a running clock. We're in the opening quarter. Hatfield on top over Hutchinson. They lead it 8-0. This is the semifinal playoff round. The winner will play Sunday in the championship. Lucas, second back. Here's Edwards, banging it straight ahead. Good job by West. And he lost the football. Let's see the call. Did they rule him down? Okay. They ruled him down. Wes Edwards. It'll be second down now and about 5. Edwards gets it straight up inside for about 4 or 5. Let's call it a gain of 4. Call it now second down and 6. Hatfield leading 8-0. Trying to drive right now and get out to a quick 2-touchdown lead here in the opening quarter. Talbot comes out over the football. Nice job defensively that time by number 70, Bialco. Joey Lucas has 2 tight ends. Full house backfield, and the handoff is to Baker, and he gets to the 30-yard line. Fine defensive stop as they untangle. I think it was Beener over there on the hit, and alongside of him, Brian Currie. Third down and about 3. Clock running at the 1:14 mark. Opening quarter, Hatfield drove the ball about 50 yards for their first touchdown, and it was a 37-yard scamper by Baker on their first possession. They forced Hutchinson to punt, got the ball right back, and they're at the 30, looking at a 3rd and 3. Lucas, straight ahead, Baker. He's got the first down. He's got more. He's at the 20. He may break it. 15, 10, 5. Yes, sir. Touchdown. Baker for the second time, this time from 30, and Hatfield moves out now to a 2-touchdown lead. Baker with a 30-yard run. And this one comes at the 48-second mark of the first quarter. And Baker, in a couple of carries here, 68 yards on the 2 touchdown plays, and I believe he's got one other carry around 6 or 7. So he's very quickly up around 75 yards. Talbot leads his ball club out, and he'll go for the 2. Lucas has got him out, got him set. Full house, straight T. And inside handoff, and I don't think they're going to get it. Stacked up quickly. Let's look inside. I think that might have been Edwards. No, it was Baker again. So Baker was stacked inside. And as they get back up the field with the PAT no good. 48 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 14-0. Hatfield on top. Chris is 43, right? Because like to sit down here standing at the 18-yard line. And deep. It'll be toward the 25-yard line and picked up, I think that's Beener coming to the left side. He's out near the 30-yard line, and down he goes. Brain downfield on the coverage. Fine return by Beener as he gets it out near the 28-yard line. We were talking with his mom off. We thought we were off mic here a few seconds ago. She's down here filming the ball game also. One of the many fine Beaners that have come through the Laurel Highlands and Uniontown school districts. Just an outstanding athlete. So the first down and 10. It's at the 28-yard line. 14-0 ball game. 34 seconds remaining. This could be the final play of the quarter. Littman comes out over the football, and Beener will go out as the wingback, set to the left side. Pat Stevenson, number 31, is the fullback. The tailback is Roberto Franks. Pressure coming, and a little toss goes incomplete. Loose ball? No, incomplete pass. Good pressure from Kazaric that time as he came hard. Almost got to the quarterback coming from that left side defensive end. The pass falls incomplete. Intended for Franks. Will bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped, 15 seconds to go in the opening quarter. And into the ball game. Okay, Mike Littman using the incomplete pass and stop of the clock to confer on the sidelines. Ross Gerard, who runs this ball club, is not here tonight. I think Mr. Beener down there, Larry Paul, among others. And Ross has had some difficulty, I believe, here recently with some physical problems. He's been with the program since the inception. Here's the pitch. Cutting upfield, and Chambers makes the hit. Beener on the carry, gets it ahead for about 3. Chambers as they untangle at the bottom. Lucas is there, and number 45, Brian Steele. We've come to the end of the quarter here from South Union Stadium, the home of the Mustangs. Midget League playoff action, 1989 semifinals, and the score at the end of the first quarter is Hatfield 14 and Hutchinson nothing. Second quarter action up and coming. Well, I cannot read that. Boy, it's hard to, that's 11, Littman right there, isn't it? Boy, that number's hard to. 14-0 Hatfield on top, and facing a 3rd down and 8 passing situation. And a full house backfield as they'll move Beener in now as the halfback. And the draw handoff will go straight up to Roberto Franks, and he is going to be sacked. Gang tackling job inside. The entire defensive line there waiting. And it'll be a short gain and bring up 4th and long. 4th and about 7 now. So the Hatfield defense has done a fine job controlling Roberto Franks and Chris Beener along with Littman. This is an explosive ball club. Let's see if they kick it out of there. And I believe they will. And it looks like Kennedy will do the kicking. Here's the punt, very high, driving punt. Brain all the way back to the 45, looks for some blocks. Franks will track him down. He beats the corner, 50, 45, 40, and out of bounds he goes at the 36-yard line. Beautiful return by Brain. Fine play as Jeremy, the 7th grader, took it at the 45-yard line, gave some ground, and was able to get to the corner and get it up to the 42-yard line before he was knocked out of bounds. So we first down and 10 at the 7:17 mark, 2nd quarter. Hatfield in control of the ballgame, leading at 14-0. Ralph Talbot is your center. Brad Boscovich and Donald Bookman the guards. Mushnock and Kazaris the tackles. They've done a fine job blocking up front, in particular for young Chris Baker. Full house backfield set. Lucas has got him down and set. He's going to roll to the right side. A lot of pressure coming from Frank. Little screen, drops it out to Baker. He's to the 40, 35, cuts it to 30. He's to the 25. He may go. And finally driven down as he gets inside the 20, down at the 18-yard line. And I think it was Bobby Olick who made the stop. So it's at the 18-yard line, so a gain on the play of about 22 yards. And fine little screen that time. Coming on the blitz was Franks. He just didn't quite have enough to get to Lucas, and he dropped it off in the flat, and the screen was well conceived and well designed. So we first down and 10 now at the 18-yard line. 6:45 on a running clock. Joey Lucas is out and set. And he's going to roll to the right side, looking downfield. Man open in the end zone, incomplete. Looking down there, I believe that was Chambers. See if we can get the glasses on him. Pass just a tad overthrown in the right corner. And still can't get a read. Maybe that was Brain. Okay, it was Brain. Chambers is number 84. Brain is 88. So that brings up 2nd down and long. 2nd down. 10 yards. And rolling again. Lucas throws upfield and incomplete. This time going for Chambers right at the stick. And the pass is incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down. Number 84, Chambers, the intended receiver. So it brings up 3rd down and 10 now with 6.5 to go in the half, and Hatfield on top, leading it by the count of 14-0. Wes Edwards with a couple of fine carries tonight, complementing the receiving and running ability of Chris Baker. Baker's had a heck of a half. 2 touchdowns and about 75 yards rushing. They're going to pitch and go wide. Baker looks for a block. Gets it on the corner, and he reverses it back, and he's going to be drilled. Got a block out in front and tried to turn the corner. Baker on the carrier, and he was stopped for a loss of a couple. So that'll bring up 4th down now. And let's call it 10. Spot the ball now back at the 18-yard line. So Hatfield facing a 4th and long. Talbot breaks him out. Wide to the right side. Will go Chambers, and they set Brain out to the left. So watch the reverse here. The inside handoff, and here it is to Brain. Brain cuts it to 15, and he'll not get it. Goes to the 14-yard line, and we got a flag. Brain on the carry. Needed 10. Only got about 4, and let's see the call. The call came in late. Okay, the flag is going to be picked up. No call, and fine defensive series by Hutchison. They hold on, and will take control of the ball. First down and 10. It was clipping. It's nullified. 1st and 10 now for Hutchison. Clock running at the 5:40 mark. A couple of substitutions. Matt Witek will check in right now defensively for the Cowboys. Mark Suchevich will go to the sideline. Out over the football comes Hutchison. The clock is running. They're going to be close to 25-second violation here. They got to hustle to get it off. Littman has his ball club out, has him set. Long count. And he's going to roll to the right side. Looks, dumps the pass off. It's complete out here to Stevenson, I believe. No, that's Beener. Beener off and running on a fine catch. Gets it out for the first down. Cut down by Witek. Fine run by Beener as he got open in the flat and picks up about 12 on the play. He's got a first down. Fine throw by Littman into the flat. Beener came open and picks up 12. Fine defensive hit over here on the side by number 10, Witek. Young Matt Witek, just a fifth grader, doing a fine job. First down and 10 now, near the 30-yard line. Littman ball club. Handoff will go straight up the middle, and Franks may have lost it. The ball's on the ground, and let's see who got it. Second down, so getting back on the football. Hutchison got back on it as they untangle at the bottom. I think Bobby Olick, number 80, on the recovery. So it'll be a no gain. Second down now and 10. Beener's reception giving Hutchison their initial first down of the night. A little tough to read some of the numbers, in particular Littman's number, Chris Beener's 43, a little hard to pick up, and number 31, I believe, is the near back, Pat Stevens, in the offensive set. Beener will go wide to the left now. Franks will split out, and they're going to roll to the left side. Pressure coming, the ball in the air, and almost picked off. Chambers was out there, and good pressure coming from number 74, Timmy Mushnock. Chambers on the coverage, and Mushnock had the pressure. They set that time. Franks out wide to the left side and tried to get it to him in the air. Pass falls incomplete. Brings up third down now and 10. Clock stopped with 3:52 to go. Second quarter, 14-0 is the score. Hatfield on top. That defensive front for Hatfield across there shows Kazarek, Boscovich, Talbot, Mushnock, and Lucas. Two stand-up defensive end. They'll go with the three down tackles. Facing third and 10. Franks split back. And they're going to run the reverse, and they fake it. And now they get it off to Beener. Here's Beener going to the corner. He's going to get to the 35 and near the 36-yard line before Brian Steele makes the stop. Gain on the play of about 5. Steele doing a fine job that time. They ran the reverse. They went with Franks to the right side. He handed it off to Beener. Beener ran the reverse, picked up about 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. And let's see if they elect to kick it away. They may go for it. No, Kennedy, I believe, is their punter. He'll stand back near the 30. Brain is standing center deep. Here's the kick. Gets very high and very short. And Witek will field it. Looking for running room. Retreats to the 50. Now has the corner. He's to the 45. He's to the 40. And Stevenson is there to nail him at the 36-yard line. Little Matt Witek. I tell you, showed a lot of heart on that one. Retreated almost to the 50 and gave some ground, and then was able to turn it up and get it to the 36-yard line. Beautiful return by Witek. Just a fifth grader. He's the second unit quarterback and plays a lot of action, sees a lot of action defensively. Out they come. Chambers and Brain are the two tight ends. Full house backfield. Baker in the middle. And they're going to roll to the right side. Looking, has pressure. He's going to throw it deep and incomplete. And we got a flag coming. I don't know if it's interference, or I'll tell you what it's going to be. I think we got an ineligible receiver downfield. One of the Hatfield offensive linemen, good 10 yards downfield. So that'll be an ineligible receiver. It'll be loss of down, I believe, also. So let's see the call. The officials confer, and they're going to step it off against Hatfield. So that's exactly what it was. So that'll hurt Hatfield. Take them back, and let's see the call. Ineligible against Hatfield. It was the call. Okay, in this league, just a 5-yard penalty. So that doesn't hurt him as much as high school or college ball when it's 15, and I believe lost a down. So it'll be first down and 15 now. It's on the hash mark to the left. You got wide side to the right side, and they split a wingback out to the left side. And here comes the fake and the reverse. And Brain loses it back at the 50, giving ground, trying to, oh, he's going to be drilled for a huge loss, an illegal lateral. That's going to be a penalty. Brain tried to lateral the ball forward. That will be a penalty, and a big, big loss on the play. Let's see of how many. He lost about 10, 20, about 22 yards. They tried to run the reverse that time, and the handoff wasn't there. And a fine defensive play. Okay, they waved the flag off. Disregard the penalty. So a big loss on the play. And the ball is back at the 39-yard line. They have got to go all the way to the 26. So with 2:21 to go, Hatfield leading it, faces a second and about 40. Lucas confers with Baker very quickly, and they're going to get close to a 25-second violation here. And now the pitch. Baker drops it, picks it up. He's at the 35 and to the 40, and that's as far as he's going to get. Good defensive coverage that time. Brian Curick was the first man, and Ben Kennedy got to him also. So the minute 52 remaining, Hatfield faces now 3rd and 10, 20, about 34. I want to say special thanks here to Jerry DuPay for filming the ball game. I know all of the parents and players alike express their gratitude. Fine job that he's doing here, and we appreciate his cooperation in getting this tape together. 3rd down now, and about 34, let's say. The ball's at the 39-yard line. They're going to run it to the right side, halfback pass. Man open downfield. Brain trying to unload it, and the pass is going to be picked off. Brain was drilled just as he got rid of it, and maybe shaken up on the play. Let's see who got it. And Hutchison with the interception, and they're very much in this ball game. Johnny Torbich on the interception, and Hutchison will take a timeout. It's at the 43-yard line, so a timeout on the field. A minute 19 to go. We're going to take a break right here. It's 14-0, Hatfield on top. Okay, we're back now. With a minute 19 to go. Excellent opportunity following Torbich's interception for Hutchison to get on the board. They're at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. I believe they've got a couple of timeouts left. Littman rolling to the right side, pressure coming, and the pass incomplete. Kazaric coming with the pressure, almost got to him. Edwards was able to get into the coverage. It was intended downfield for Beener. 2nd down now, rolling to the right side that time. Littman looking upfield, had some pressure, and couldn't quite connect with Beener. So it'll be 2nd down now and 10. Well played ball game, rapidly played. Minute 13 to go. That play just took 6 seconds. And here they come again. Robbie Bianco, one of the tackles, set to the left side. Franks is the back. They're going to pitch. They're going to come to the right side. And they string it out. He's got some running room, and Baker makes the stop. Good job by Baker. And he is there along with Brain. Also coming up, Suchevich. Mushnok was right there also, so a good job of pursuit that time as he was able to get around the corner. That'll bring 3rd down, and they'll take a timeout. A minute 2 to go. Hutchison will stop the clock with a minute 2 remaining. We're in the 2nd quarter. 14-0 score, Hatfield on top. We'll be right back. Here we go, back to the action. A minute 2 to go, and Hutchison trying to get on the board. They've got good field position at the 39-yard line, following Torbich's interception. Littman on a pitch to Franks, throwing upfield, and the pass incomplete. Looking to get it, I believe, to Beener downfield at the 20. Chris Beener had broken free momentarily, and Franks on the halfback option tried to unload it. Pass comes up empty, and Hutchison faces now 4th and 7. I know they're going to go for it here. 56 seconds to go, down 14-0. This is a good opportunity for Hutchison to get right back in the thick of things. They've got a heck of an offense. Good backs in Beener, Stevenson, and Franks, and a good throwing quarterback out there in Littman. So let's see what they do. facing fourth down now and about 7. And they're going to roll, and a reverse is going to come to Beaner. Lucas is right there, and he got him. Wraps him up for about an 8-yard loss, and now a flag comes in. I think it's going to be a personal foul against Hatfield. And good job by Lucas. Beaner on the reverse. Went to the left side, and Lucas was there. And I think Hatfield is going to be called for a personal foul here. They'll step off, I believe, 15 from the point of the infraction. So timeout on the field. Injured ball player down at midfield. 48 seconds to go. Hutchison draws new blood. It's 14-0, and I believe they'll have the first down. We'll be right back. Ball player Chris Beaner coming to the sideline. Good to see the young man up and about okay. And a good effort that time by Lucas will be nullified on the late hit. And the clock will start running with 45 seconds to go. So the big penalty moves it to the 31 and a first down. So Hutchison's still alive. Will have to score in a hurry. It's down to 34 and counting. Littman. And they're going to hand it off inside to Franks. And Franks is going nowhere. Good defensive surge on that side. Chambers and Lucas combine on the stop, and I think we got another timeout. Hatfield defensively doing the job right there. Joey Lucas doing a fine job as the defensive end. Timeout after the 1-yard gain. Down to 23 seconds. Stop clock. 14-0 late in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this break. Down now. We'll call it 9. Could be the final play of the half. I think Hutchison is out of timeouts. So Hatfield in a prevent. And Littman is going to pitch. Ball loose on the ground and covered by Roberto. And there to pin him down was Ralph Talbot, the nose tackle. Down to 12, 11, and 10 seconds. They may be able to get one off if they hurry. And it's inside of 6. It's doubtful if they get this one off. I think they're out of timeouts. They are indeed. That'll do it. We've come to the end of the first half of action here. Very quickly, we'll recap the scoring plays and then take a break. Hatfield leads it 14-0, and the two scoring plays here for Hatfield. A 38-yard run by Chris Baker at the 5:21 mark of the opening quarter. After Hatfield had taken the opening kickoff, drove it about 55 yards. Baker with a 38-yard run for the score, and Jeremy Brain, 2-point conversion on the run, 8-0. Hatfield got the second score at the 48-second mark. Also the first quarter, again, 30-yard run by Chris Baker for the score. The 2-point PAT was no good. No scoring in the second quarter, although Hatfield got to the 18-yard line, came up empty, and the Hutchison Ball Club got as close as the 30 in the closing seconds before they ran out of time. So we'll be back second quarter, or second half action rather, coming up in about 5 or 6 minutes. Second half action ready to go, and Hatfield will tee it up. I'm John Kazaric, glad to be bringing you this play-by-play coverage via videotape, and Hatfield getting 2 first-quarter touchdowns. 38-yard run by Chris Baker and a 30-yard run by Baker. The difference in the ball game. Second quarter was scoreless, Sam. Hutchison tightening up the defensive bit and beginning to move the ball somewhat offensively. So this one's far from over. Kazaric will tee it up at the 40. He's done a fine job. 2 deep kicks so far today. Got one inside the 20 on the bounce. Okay, the clock, we got to run it, get it set to 8. Now we're ready. They got the clock set very well. You're doing a great job volunteering his services here tonight. And we are ready to go. Kazaric will kick it. Baker standing center deep with Beaner. Kick is very high and a good kick. This one will bound inside the 30 all the way back to the 25 and near the 20, where it is fielded there by Franks. Coming to the right side, and down he goes. Good coverage job. And on the bottom as they make the tackle for Hatfield, number 74, Timmy Mushnock, and the kicker, number 75, Jeff Kazaric, on the coverage. Also down there, I believe, was Wes Edwards, number 24. Outstanding coverage. And inside of the 20-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 now for Hutchison. Trailing in this ball game 14-0. Just underway. 7:35 on a running clock. Here they come out over the ball. Littman moves him out. And he's got 2 backs set in behind. Franks is the Flanker set to the right, and the handoff goes up inside, and the ball carrier sacked after a short gain. Baker makes the hit, and I think it was Chris Beener on the carry. Or was that Stevenson inside? Short gain. Baker, the middle linebacker, on the start. So it'll be second down now. Littman checks to the sideline quickly. Second down now, and about 9 to go. Just underway, second half, 14-0 ball game, Hatfield on top. Beener will go as a wing to the right side. Stevenson and Franks are your setbacks. Second down now, and 9. And the ball snapped in the air. Talbot's going to get on it. But we got a flag. The referee throws the flag quickly. And this will be a dead ball foul. Hutchison penalized 5 yards. That's one time Hutchison probably glad to see the flag, because without the flag on the dead ball, I think Talbot was on the football back near the 15-yard line. So they'll move it now inside the 12. Let's call it the 13, rather. And it'll be second down now and about 14 yards to go. 6.5 to go, third quarter. Hatfield on top by 14. Littman has his ball club in the huddle. Franks will come out with Stevenson and Beener set to the right. Wishbone, full house backfield set. Now they shift and go with a wide out to the left. Fake, handoff will come to Franks. It's on the ground, and let's see who got it. And I think number 75, Jeff Kazarek on the recovery, so he gets the fumble recovery, sets it up at the 9-yard line, first and goal. They wanted to run the reverse, the ball popped free, and Kazarek was there to pounce on it for Hatfield at the 9-yard line. Let's see if they can take advantage. Big break right here for Hatfield. The Cowboys driving now. You only have to go 9 yards to get another 6. Talbot comes out over the football. Steele, Baker, Edwards. The backs. And the handoff goes to Baker, and I think he lost it. And he returns the favor. Fumble recovery, and I think big number 70 down there making the recovery was Bielko. Bielko on the recovery, so it nullifies the Hatfield turnover, or the Hutchison turnover. Hatfield turns it over, and it's back at the 8-yard line, first down and 10. So that could have been a drive that, had they been successful, could have made it very tough for Hutchison to come from 3 touchdowns behind. They're still in it now. Full house backfield. Now they shift, and Franks will go to the left. They're going to run a sweep with Beener. He's coming, and he's drilled near the 1-yard line. Good defensive play coming through untouched. Timmy Mushnock made the hit. Jason Houston on the play, and he was drilled. Bostovich was there also, but I thought it was number 74. We'll look at the film later, but I think it was Timmy Mushnock, 74. Am I right, Jerry? Okay, I thought it was 74 coming through. And he drills him all the way back at the 1-yard line. So it'll be second down now and about 16. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter. Littman's got him out and has him set. Well, you got to be careful right here what you do with the football back inside your own 1. And the sprint out handoff goes to Roberto Franks, and he's hit immediately. And good defensive play by Joey Lucas, the defensive end, and also there again, Baker on the hit. Gain of a couple. Joey Lucas doing a fine job here. That defensive line playing well. I'll tell you, the ends, Kazarek and Lucas, the inside people, Bostovich, Mushnock, and the middle guard, Ralph Talbot doing a bang-up job. So it's third down now and about 14 to go at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Ben Kennedy comes out over the football, and full house backfield. Quarterback sneak, just looking for a little bit of running room, and the ball loose on the ground. No. Littman coming out of there, and up to make the stop, Wes Edwards. Quarterback sneaky bounced out of there, and Littman was drilled by Edwards for a loss. Brings up fourth down, and the punt. Let's see who'll do the kicking. It'll be Robbie Bielko. He'll stand in his own end zone. Brain is the deep back near the 20. Here's the snap. And the big guy gets it away. Very high, end over end. and it'll be fielded on the fly by Lucas. He's to the 20, 15, and a flag will come in. And I think they're going to whistle it dead eventually here. I'll tell you, good job by Lucas, and he kept moving and driving the feet. And let's see the marker. I think it's going to be against Hatfield for an illegal block, either a clip or a holding penalty. And it will. They'll step it off. That'll move them all the way back near the 29-yard line. First down. It's a holding call, so it'll be first down. And moving it back to the 28-yard line. Hatfield would have been near the 15, so they're back near the 30 at the 27.5. So 3:05 to go. The clock is running. Calvert comes out over the football. They've got Brain split just a bit to the left side. Sutsevich, the tight end, right. And they're going to roll. Back to throw. And under pressure, Lucas throws the screen, and it goes through the hands of Edwards, who was set at the 30-yard line. Just couldn't quite hang on. So the pass ball is incomplete. Brings up second down now. And 10. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. Chambers checks in for Hatfield. So it'll be second down now and 10. Calvert leads them out over the football at the 27.5-yard line. Sideline is to the left. Open field that way. Or sideline right, open field left. Handoff goes to Steele. He's at 25-20. On his feet, cuts to the 15. And down he goes at the 9-yard line. Brian Steele caught from behind. And it was a fine touchdown-saving tackle. Beautiful job. Jason Houston made the stop. Brian Steele taking it from the 28-yard line down to the 9. And that will bring up a first and goal. Let's see where they spot it. First and goal at the 9. So about a 19-yard run. Brian Steele almost took it the distance. Fine run. Made a nice cut near the 20. And Lucas again to Steele. This time it goes absolutely nowhere. Joey Lucas and Steele combining together, and good defensive play. Robbie Bialco on the stop. Boss on the play of about a half yard. 2 minutes to go, third quarter, 14-0. And Hatfield is knocking again. They had it inside the 10 a few minutes ago on a fumble recovery. Couldn't take advantage. Talbot is out over the football. And they're going to roll to the left side. Lucas for the end zone. Man open. Sliding catch. Touchdown. Was that Jeremy Brain? Lucas on the throw. And it was Jeremy Brain with the sliding grab just inside the goal line. Beautiful catch. And Hutchison, now trailing by 3 touchdowns, will make the score right now 20-0. 9-yard pass from Lucas, and a great catch by Brain. Undoubtedly the best passing combination in the league this year. Lucas and Brain have hooked up several times this year for touchdowns. And a sliding catch just over the goal line by Brain. So the touchdown makes it a 20-0 game. They'll go for 2. The handoff goes to Brian Steele. Is he in? Yes, sir. So Steele gets in to make it a 22-0 ball game. 1:41 to go in the third quarter. Hatfield on top. We'll be right back. Okay, Hatfield will get the second unit ready to come out there right now. Baker will kick it off. He kicks it very high and headed up the middle, picked up by one of the up men near the 45-yard line, and he'll cross the 45 and get it out near the 47-yard line. So it'll be good field position. Try and get the number. It might have been Chris Beener. Let's take a look in there. Okay, his mother says she doesn't know who it was. It wasn't Chris. First down and 10 now for Hutchison. 1:21. Okay, it was Aaron Paul on the return. It'll be at the 47, first down and 10. Littman is the quarterback. Robbie Bialco. The tackle comes to the left side. Littman's got a full house backfield set. handoff straight up the middle. Good hard running. And I think it was Beener banging it up in there. Beener with the carry, picks up about 5. And let's see, over there right now for Dan Pokratsky on the stop, number 51. And Dan just a 4th grader on the hit. So it'll be second down now and about 6. Clock running with 30 seconds to go. Could be the final play of the quarter. Roberto Franks is your tailback, and he gets the handoff, and he rips it straight up ahead, and he'll have the first down. But I'll tell you, the second unit defense doing a fine job. And at the untangle, Matt Witek is there. And at the bottom of the pile, number 70, Derek Pokratsky, and number 80, Doug Stewart on the hit. And with 10 seconds to go, they'll start the clock running after they set the chain. So it's first down and 10. It'll be at the 44-yard line, the clock running, and that'll do it. We've come to the end of quarter number 3. Hatfield on top, 22-0. We'll be back, fourth quarter action up and coming momentarily. Action up and coming, 22-0. Here's the score now. Hatfield on top, the Cowboys leading the Chiefs from Hutchinson, but threatening right now. And the pitch will go to left side. Here's Beener. He dips, moves to the outside, and he's going to be wrestled down. Beener on the carry. Good defensive play by Hatfield. Mark John up there, along with Trevor Hall, number 60, and again, number 70, Pokratsky, Derek Pokratsky on the stop. Loss of the yard. Second down and 11. Clock running at the 7:30 mark. We're into the final quarter. Hatfield with 2 touchdowns in the opening quarter and getting a 9-yard touchdown pass late in the third quarter to Jeremy Grain. Baker with 2 running touchdowns in the first half and a couple of 2-point conversions, one by Brain and one by Brian Steele. Back to throw Littman, looking downfield, and the pass is tipped and then caught. Complete for the first down. Try and get the number. Aaron Paul on the catch, and a good catch it was, about a 15-yarder, and downfield on the tackle for Laurel Highlands was Mike House, number 42. So the pass completion and a first down. The clock continues to run at the 6:53 mark. Let's spot it now at the 29-yard line. First down and 10. Be nice if you could get Hutchinson on the board right here. Get him back into the ball game. Trailing 22-0 with 6:38. Here's a pitch to Franks. He's got some running room. If he gets the corner, you can forget it. He's at the 25, cuts at the 20, and that's as far as he'll go. Good job. Franks drill there. He picks up some yardage. And on the bottom, we've got number 21, Randy Plus, and I think number 42, Mike House, was also there. And if I'm not mistaken, looking down, I think it might have been number 50, Scott Brain. Kind of tough to keep all the numbers straight. But Franks has the first down. They're threatening inside the 18-yard line with about 6:10 to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Hutchinson moving it, and moving it well. At the 18, little movement, no call, quick hitter, and good yardage down to about the 9-yard line. And ripping it straight up in there for the yardage. I think it was Chris Beener. Looking to get a number read here. Equipment adjustment, and it's going to be shy of the first down. About second down and about 2. And it was, I believe, Beener on the carry, picked up 8. Nice quick hitter. Got it straight inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So Hutchinson is driving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. They get one here, they could get back in it in a hurry. Michael Littman out and set. 2 tight ends. And here's Beener again. He's to the 5, and that's as far as he gets. Near the 5-yard line. And up from the secondary again comes Mikey House, number 42. So let's spot it at the 6. First down and 10. Beener, 3 straight carries, and he takes it now to a first and goal at the 6-yard line. Hatfield hustling to get that 11th man in there. Here we go. Beener and Stevenson, your setbacks. Franks is on the wing. They're going to pitch it to Beener. Looks for the corner. He's to the 5, and down he goes. Let's get the number of the young man who made the hit. Well, I wish we could see. Okay, Mark Mookie John on the stop. He plays with a lot of enthusiasm. I'll tell you, had the opportunity of coaching the young man during the last Midget League basketball season, and he's a competitor. He plays 110% all out. He made a fine tackle right there. Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. 4:20 to go. And second and goal, and the Hatfield's going to have to hustle. Do they get the man off? They will. Littman out, Littman set. Handoff, goes straight up inside, and did he get to the goal line? Chris Beener gets it close. And as they untangle at the bottom of the foul, I'll tell you, Mike House makes the stop again. He is just shy of the goal line. It's at the 1. 3:49 to go. Big play right here for Hutchison. I'll tell you, House has done some defensive work, as has John and both Pokraskis. They played well on this second unit. Hatfield trying to get some other people in. And here's the handoff to Beener. Touchdown. Chris Beener takes it in for the score. And he gets it in from 1 yard out. Fine run. Beener's touchdown at the 3:29 mark. Of the 4th, they'll go for 2. Make the score now 22-6, and try and get the glasses on so we can be set here on the call for the 2. Beener will be the tailback in the I. Stevenson the near back. Franks is on the wing. And rolling to the left side. Boy, he can run it in. Littman gets in for it. I'll tell you, he kept looking and looking and looking, and he had all the daylight in the world. He could have walked in. He gets the 2, and that'll make it 22-8. 3:29 to go. Hatfield on top. We'll be right back. Ready, Jeff? Okay, the kickoff's coming, and look for the onside kick now. And now they kick it short, and the ball bounding free, and I think Hatfield got on it. And Suchevich was over there, number 82. Might have been the man who got on it. Okay, number 24, Jerry, that's Wes Edwards. Fine job by Wes. Good return man and good athlete. Wes got on the ball at the 46-yard line. So good defensive or offensive play, rather, by Edwards recovering the short kick. First down now. And 10. Lucas is out. Oh, it's Wheatek, the quarterback. And the handoff goes straight up inside. Let's see who was on the carry. Number 32. We got Jason Palermo. Looked like number 32 to me. So I think it was Jason Palermo, 6th grader. And Wheatek is your quarterback. So they're getting the second unit some work offensively also. Number 21, Randy Cluff, is in there. So let's try and get everything set for you here with 2:40 to go. And he's going to roll to the right side. And down he goes. Driven out of bounds across the way. And that'll bring up third down and long. Clock continues to run at the 2:20 mark. Littman on the unassisted tackle drove him to the ground at the 2:14 mark. To the sideline will come Jason Houston for Hutchison. Third down now, about 8. And Littman, on the handoff, Wheatek, and drilled is number 41, Mike Bittner. Bittner is stacked up. Kennedy on the stop. And that'll bring up fourth down with 1:45 to go, and they're going to take timeout. Timeout on the field as Hutchison stops it. They want one more score. 22-8 is the score in favor of Hatfield. We'll be right back following this. Baker will kick it away. And the Chiefs send Franks and I believe Beaner back deep. Chris Baker has a good strong leg. He'll run it out of there. Line of scrimmage near the 40. Kick is very high and very short. Taken on the run by, I believe that's Lippman down the sideline, and out of bounds he goes. That's the 35-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 now with a minute 38 to go. Put the ball in play at the 35-yard line. And you might see that the first defensive unit coming back out there right now. I'll tell you why they're out there. If you get a quick touchdown here by Hutchison, and they recover an onside kick, they're right back in it. So it's first down and 10 with a minute 30 to go. First unit defense back out there. Let's see if the Chiefs put it in the air. Littman is under center. And a handoff. And down he goes. Ralph Talbot across the middle. Makes the unassisted stop. And that was Chris Beaner on the carry. Hutchison will take timeout. Minute 17 to go. 22-8. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back. In 9. Under a minute 20 to go here in the ball game. And back to throw. And he's firing deep downfield. Pass almost intercepted. And I think it was Brain who got his hands on it. Littman tried to air it out deep. And pass ball's incomplete with a minute 11 to go. Brain got his left hand on it. Would have been a fine catch if he'd been able to hang on. But a tough effort and a good effort that time as Brain breaks it down. In that secondary deep, you've got Brian Steele as one of your safeties, number 45. Brain is back there, along with Mark Suchovich, number 82. So it's third down and long. Littman this time rolling, pressure coming, dumps it off, and Edwards almost had it. Kazaric coming from the left side defensive end position with pressure, and Torvich, the intended receiver, I believe, and boy, Wes Edwards almost had it. And Pete holds on to that one. He had nothing but green in front of him, and he might have scored. Good coverage by Wes. He got right into the flow and broke it down nicely. Fourth down, and of course, with a minute 7 to go, trailing by 14, they'll go for it. Hatfield will move now to the championship ball game. That will be played Sunday. And they will be going against Marshall, a 16-0 winner over Kennedy earlier today. Pitch to the right side, and big pressure from Talbot. Pass broken down. And let's see if Roberto is hurt. Boy, Talbot came hard. He and Lucas on a blitz, and Roberto Franks is shaken up. And boy, we hope he's okay. That was a heck of a charge coming up the middle from Talbot from the outside by Lucas, and Roberto got hit just as he released it. So we hope the young man is okay. I'll tell you, heck of an athlete, heck of a fine young boy. Got to know him last couple of summers out at the Hart Baseball League, and he's a good athlete. And a very fine young man, and we hope he's okay. We'll be right back. We've got a minute 1 to go. 22-8, Hatfield on top. They've got the football and should put it away here momentarily. He's okay. Good to see the young man to the sideline. Heck of an athlete, as we say. Outstanding baseball player, outstanding football player. He and Chris Baker, I would say, the two leading backs, scoring-wise, rushing-wise, in this league this year. So he's up and about. He's okay. On first down, Hatfield moving the ball. No yardage on the play whatsoever. Ben Hall on the carry. He was stacked up for a loss. Wheatek in there as the quarterback. Second down and 12 now with 38 seconds to go. Hustling to the sideline. 12th man for Hatfield gets out of there just in time. This will probably be the last play of the ball game. And Wheatek rolling to the left side. Tries to the corner. He's at the 30, 35. He's to the 40 and driven out of bounds at the 45. And he may indeed have the first down. It was at the 35 when they started this series. Tommy Farr knocks him out of bounds, number 60. Tommy Farr up from the secondary to make the hit. This should be a first down. going to be very close. And no, they're going to say he's about a foot shy. So they're going to say he went out of bounds just inches short of the 45. And with 18 seconds to go, an opportunity right here to pick up the first down for the Hatfield Cowboys. And the pitch will go to the right side, and this should be the final play of the ball game. And I think that was number 32, Jason Palermo, on the carry. And with 6 seconds to go, let's see a timeout. And Hutchison wants one more play at it. So we've got 7 seconds to go, 22-8. Very quickly, just to recap the scoring plays. We're going to wind up the taping here momentarily. Hatfield took the opening kickoff, drove it down the field with 5:21 to go. Chris Baker, a 38-yard run for the touchdown. Jeremy Brain, a 2-point conversion on the run, 8-0 the score. A couple of minutes later, under a minute to go, about 48 seconds to be exact, a 30-yard run by Baker. Second touchdown, the 2-point PAT was no good. That made it 14-0. No further scoring in the second quarter. We went to the half, 14-0. Then in the third quarter, Hatfield got an 8-yard pass, Lucas to Brain, and the 2-point conversion run by Brian Steele made it 22-0. And then Chris Beener on a 1-yard run at the 3:29 of the fourth quarter. Lickman on the 2-point conversion. 22-8 was the final score. And the clock starts to run again. And congratulations are in order to Hatfield. They win the ball game here 22-8. Advance to the playoff finals next Sunday. Likewise, congratulations to Hutchison for a fine job here this afternoon. I'm John Kazaric. Thanks again to Jerry Dupay for doing an outstanding job filming this thing. We hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. The final score again, Hatfield 22, Hutchison 8. It'll be Hatfield in the playoff finals to take on Marshall. Thanks for listening.